Next guest is a true inspiration, a role model, and a pioneer. In September 1992, 25 years ago, Dr. Mae Jemison was the first woman of color to journey into space as a NASA astronaut aboard the shuttle Endeavour. Dr. Jemison is now a chief ambassador for the Bayer Making Science Make Sense STEM Education Initiative. Just ahead of National STEM Day coming up on this Wednesday, Dr. Jemison joins us live by satellite this morning. Good morning, Dr. Jemison.
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you so much for being here with us.
I'm excited because I want to tell you what's going to happen on Wednesday.
It's going to be a big day.
Down in Houston, Texas. It's a big day in Houston, Texas at the Space Center Houston, which is part of Johnson Space Center's, their visitor center. There is going to be the Bayer Alka-Rocket Challenge with the Big Ten universities. 3 finalists from Big Ten universities are going to try to set a world record for effervescent rockets. So Guinness will be there to sort of certify and verify if the record is broken. And this has been happening over the fall. The students have been working on their design. They've been working on testing things. And we have the finalists, and we're going to see how high their rockets can go.
This is kind of like the concept we used to use with the baking soda and the vinegar, but taking it like to the nth degree, right?
Exactly. And what's really exciting about this, those are things that you could do with kindergartens, right? We've put the little tablets, sodium bicarbonate, citric acid, and water in a little canister, and it goes pop, right? So that's a propulsion system. Let's see what happens when you supercharge it with college and engineering students out of the Big Ten. What do? They model it. They come up with the optimal ways of doing it. And in fact, they have to have an altimeter on their rocket to make sure we know how high it goes. It's pretty exciting. And this is all part of the Bayer Making Science Make Sense program that promotes science literacy and also making sure that we get people into STEM jobs and we make sure that they have the skill sets and the opportunity to work in STEM fields.
And I think that's one of the most important things,
mathematics.
Dr. Jemison, is to make learning fun, learning about these things fun, and then when you can tap into that interest, then we can build the basis with our young students wanting to get into this technology field.
I think you said it exactly right, Cheryl, when we tap into that interest, because the interest already exists. We come out of the chute excited about the world around us, like trying to figure out why is the sky blue. We're doing all these experimental things. And what we have to do in school is engage that interest and keep it alive. And by having students design something, build something, and then operate it, you get to have hands-on work all the way through, right? Those are the things that keep us excited, and we see the success and the results of it. So that's very much about what these programs are about. And in fact, so the Alka-Rocket Challenge is one piece, but Bayer's also been working on how do we get hands-on education experiences to as many students as possible. And in fact, over the past year, Bayer really touched over like 1.3 million teachers and students across the United States with the projects, that the work they do and the projects that they fund. And so I'm really excited about this as we try to make sure that we have the necessary number of folks and cadre of people and different perspectives available to help us move into the future.
And that's so important. Going back to when you were a child, what was it that sparked your interest in science?
I was born, right? I mean, I think that all little kids come out. We're excited about the world around us. Now, we don't necessarily all want to be professional scientists, but I was excited about the world around me. And I, watched my brother and sister do science projects, and I really wanted to have one. I loved dinosaurs and, in space. And and I was able to carry that on. And I had great school teachers, I had great parents, chose my parents well, the whole gamut. But here's the thing. I did like other little kids. I played with Barbie dolls. I wanted to be a professional dancer. I had lots of things I wanted to do. Did lots of art. But it's when I had the opportunity to do science projects, experiments, I had internships in different laboratories, that gave me the energy and the engagement to continue on that path.
And that's wonderful. And on Wednesday, these kids are competing. Aside from bragging rights, are there any prizes involved for them?
So not only do they get bragging rights, but on December 2nd in Indianapolis at the Big Ten Championship, the winning team will be presented with a $25,000 check. So that's bragging rights and some, right?
Absolutely.
The universities will be able to do it as well. And again, what this is really about is fostering that engagement and that energy, and showing that, you know, something that is as simple as a chemical reaction with sodium bicarbonate can propel us, you know, hundreds of feet into the air.
Into space like you, Dr. Jemison. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll put a link to more information on our website.